Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. So it appears that Teofimo Lopez is going to try his hand after the Camboso fight, which he said that he's hurt, which I don't know what is that supposed to mean, but, you know, whatever. Whatever y'all suspect is whatever y'all suspect. But nevertheless, he's basically saying he's not going to fight Devin Haney as of right now. Basically saying that he's going to probably move up to 140 and try his hand at 140. Well, I feel like if he's going to go up to 140, then, hey, there's two big fights waiting for you at 140, and that's Regis Prograis, and that is none other than the undisputed champion, Josh Taylor. Which, by the way, that would be a very interesting fight. Josh Taylor has fight coming up, I think, in February against his mandatory in Scotland, so that'll be interesting. But man, Josh Taylor is a big, 140 guy, and he can fight. I give him credit for that. He can fight, but he's beatable. Because to be honest with you, I thought Regis won that fight against him. I didn't think he dominated Regis Prograis, but nevertheless, it was a close fight. It could have went either way. It wasn't a robbery. If Josh Taylor had lost, I would have said it was a close fight for Regis. And the same way Josh Taylor got the victory over Regis Prograis, it was a very close fight. Could have went either way. None of this, oh, you out your mind. Nah, let's not do that. But yeah, Teofimo, man, that dude is something else. When he ain't saying the N-word, he's coming up with excuses not to fight Devin Haney. I really think people see the potential and see what could happen with Devin Haney. I know Floyd Mayweather says Terrence Bud Crawford is the closest thing he saw to him. I see a lot of Floyd in Devin. I really do. Now, Devin, at 140 or 135, he doesn't have the power that Floyd had. Because Floyd had power at the lower weight classes. He could get you up out of there. But, the constant hand injuries took away a lot of Floyd's power. So Floyd basically had to adjust and just outbox you. But you ask anybody that fought Floyd, they'll tell you that Floyd hit hard enough to keep you off of him and not lounge in and just think you could be able to continue to take punches by Floyd Mayweather. Everybody that's fought Floyd said he hit harder than people give him credit for. That's why I find it kind of strange when you talk about this Canelo situation, how Canelo all of a sudden got this devastating power as he's moved up in weight. When Sugar Shane Mosley did a fight-by-fight comparison with Floyd versus Canelo, and Sugar Shane Mosley fought both of them, Canelo said, man, they hit about the same. And keep in mind, this was before the suspension. This was before the suspension, before, the positive test. So, I'm just saying. But getting back to Devin, I'm worried about Devin because I don't want him to go into nowhere land. I don't want him to end up like Terrence Crawford. I don't want him to end up also like Demetrius Andrade, where basically they can't get the big fights that they should have. And I would never tell Devin, oh man, you need to hold back versus Diaz and all this kind of stuff. But it's so funny, you hear people say, hey, Devin ain't got no power, he can't punch, he got rocked by George Linares. But here's the thing, whether he got rocked by George Linares or not, here's the thing though, he didn't land on his ass. Lomachenko did. Keep in mind, Devin Haney dominated Jorge Linares. A clear 9 rounds to 3. Maybe 10 rounds to 2. You would be generous to give Linares 4 rounds. But that's the thing. You know, a fighter like Devin Haney take 1 shot, then all of a sudden he got exposed. It's boxing. You're going to get clipped. You're going to take a hard shot. You're going to eventually get rocked. Every fighter has got rocked. Okay, so just cut the shit. But the thing is, with Teofimo and Devin, we may not see that fight, if ever, for a long time. And I think that's very unfortunate. You know, he said, well, maybe they can fight at 140 somewhere down the line. Then what happens? What if Teofimo moves up to 147? And then says, well, Devin is going to have to follow him there. So then they get to the point to where he's dragging. But we'll see. We will see what Teofimo is made out of. Anyway, this is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.